Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Caitlin Clark rejects WNBA All-Star trade without hesitation. Caitlin Clark rejects WNBA All-Star trade without hesitation originally appeared on Athlon Sports. Before the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game captains drafted their teams, Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark was open about wanting to play with her Fever teammates. The All-Star Game is being played at their home arena, Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and 3 players from the newly crowned WNBA Commissioners' Cup champions earned All-Star selections. As the #1 player in fan voting, Clark was named a captain and a starter. Indiana center Aaliyah Boston was also voted an All-Star starter, while guard Kelsey Mitchell got her 3rd All-Star nod after being chosen as a reserve. Clark drafted both players onto her team, but a trade proposal from opposite captain Afiza Collier threatened to break up the Fever trio. After selecting their teams, the captains were allowed to make trades. They decided to trade coaches, with Minnesota Lynx head coach Cheryl Reeve ending up coaching Collier, while Clark wound up with New York Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello. In response, Clark inquired about trading for Liberty forward Breanna Stewart to reunite the 7-time All-Star with her coach. Collier had drafted Stewart, a fellow UConn graduate with whom she co-founded Unrivaled, with her first pick. Stu was my #1 overall pick, so I would need to make this big, Collier told Clark. You have to give me your #1 overall pick and your teammate, Aaliyah Boston. Clark quipped, Absolutely not. I don't even think Fee actually meant that, Clark said. I think she just wanted to see how I would react. In the end, both players stuck with their team. Clark kept her Fever triumvirate intact, chose good friend Sabrina Ionescu, and selected the Washington Mystics rookie All-Star duo of Sonia Citrin and Kiki Iriafen. Meanwhile, Collier got the Lynx coach and drafted a team made entirely of players who played in or were offered deals to Unrivaled. She took her Lunar Owls teammates Alicia Gray, Courtney Williams, and Skylar Diggins, plus former UConn star and future Unrivaled participant Paige Buchers. This story was originally reported by Athlon Sports on July 9, 2025, where it first appeared. In a leak built on legends, future Hall of Famer hopeful Caitlin Clark has already become one of the brightest stars in the WNBA. But this week, she showed the basketball world that her loyalty and competitive fire burn as fiercely off the court as they do on it. The Indiana Fever's front office received an unexpected call, a proposal from a Western Conference team offering a blockbuster All-Star trade, 2 seasoned veterans, a future first-round pick, and a marketing incentive package, all in exchange for Caitlin Clark. The kind of deal that could have reshaped not just a franchise, but the future of the league. The kind of deal that gets whispered about behind closed doors, rarely spoken aloud. But this time, it went public and fast. When Caitlin Clark found out, she didn't hesitate. No, she said, I'm not going anywhere. The offer heard round the league. Sources confirmed the proposed trade came from the Las Vegas Aces, fresh off their championship run and hungry for long-term reinvention. Rumors swirled. Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young were on the table. The move was bold, perhaps even desperate, but it showed just how valuable Clark had become, both as a player and a brand. She's not just a rookie anymore, said former WNBA MVP and analyst Tamika Catchings. She's the face of a movement, and Vegas knew it. The Fever front office, still in early rebuild mode despite Clark's superstar arrival, didn't even get the chance to fully debate the offer. Clark found out within hours. By morning, she had addressed it head-on, not in a cryptic tweet or cryptic post-game quote, but with clarity. I came to Indiana to build something real, she told reporters. Not to be part of a headline or a strategy board. I'm here for this city, these fans, and this team. Why she said no? It wasn't just pride or defiance. For Caitlin Clark, rejecting the trade wasn't about refusing opportunity. It was about honoring commitment. Behind the scenes, sources close to Clark described her reaction as immediate and unwavering. She didn't care about the bigger market, the brighter lights, or the promises of easier rings. She believed in the grind, in showing up, in sticking with the franchise that took a chance on her when it mattered most. I've always played with a chip on my shoulder, Clark said. People doubted I could make the jump from college. People said I was too flashy, too polarizing. But Indiana saw past all that. They saw me. That means something. And it clearly means something to Fever fans, too. Within 24 hours of the trade news breaking and Clark's firm rejection, the Fever reported a record-setting spike in jersey sales and game day ticket inquiries. Social media lit up with support. Hashtag no trade needed and hashtag Clark stays trended nationwide. She made this her team the moment she walked through the door, said Fever coach Christy Sides. And we're going to build around her, not just on the court, but with her values leading the way. The WNBA's biggest star power play yet. To understand the gravity of Clark's decision, you have to understand where she sits in the modern WNBA landscape. Since entering the league as the #1 overall pick, Clark has brought a surge of attention, ratings, and young fans to the game. Her deep three-pointers, fiery playmaking, and fearless competitiveness made her an instant icon. She's also broken boundaries, appearing on late-night shows, signing historic endorsement deals, leading a social media revolution that has young girls and boys in equal measure donning her jersey. In some circles, the trade was seen as a potential WNBA superteam moment, similar to the NBA's Big Three eras. But Clark's rejection signaled something deeper, a cultural shift in how players view power and purpose. "I don't need a shortcut to greatness," she said in an exclusive interview with The Athletic. "I need teammates who believe in me, a coach who challenges me, and a fan base that shows up. I have all three right here." The Fever's response. It didn't take long for Indiana management to echo her stance. "We never wanted to trade Caitlin," said Fever GM Lynn Dunn. "But when an offer like that lands on your desk, you owe it to the organization to listen. That said, we were always leaning toward no. And Caitlin's response just made our position stronger." The team has since publicly reaffirmed its commitment to Clark, even teasing long-term plans to extend her brand and leadership role beyond the court, from community engagement to a potential advisory role in shaping the team's youth development program. "She's not just a player," Dunn added. "She's part of our vision, our DNA, what it means for the WNBA." Clark's rejection of the trade sent shockwaves through the league, but not in the way